The day after my husband's funeral, when I was still numb from crying through his eulogy, I got a bank alert showing $28,000 had vanished from our joint savings account. My mother-in-law had transferred it all using the phone password she'd insisted she needed for emergencies. Mark and I had been high school sweethearts for 12 years, married for 8, and we'd finally scraped together $30,000 for our first house down payment through overtime shifts, skipped vacations, and birthday cash gifts from his family. Mark died suddenly at 36, an aneurysm burst while he was at his desk job, and he was gone before the paramedics even arrived. The funeral was absolute hell. Diane, my mother-in-law, hovered like a shadow, organizing the flowers, handling calls from relatives, and hugging me too tight while whispering, "Let me take care of you now, dear." She knew Mark's phone password. It was his birthday, plus our anniversary, just for family emergencies, and he'd even added her as an authorized user on our account a year earlier in case something happened. For the first week after the funeral, I ignored all the finances. I couldn't even face his empty side of the closet without breaking down. Then on Tuesday morning, as I sat with a cold cup of coffee staring at nothing, my banking app pinged, balance down to $1,847. The statement timeline hit me like a punch. 14 separate transfers over 5 days, $2,000 each time, all to Diane's personal checking account with notes like family support during this difficult time. I called her, shaking so hard I could barely hold the phone. "Diane, what happened to our savings? That's our house money." She picked up sounding casual, like she was ordering groceries. "Mark always helped me quietly, Rebecca. You know about my husband's medical bills from last year. You're so young. You'll rebuild just fine. I only took what he would have wanted me to have." She even showed me old text messages where Mark had been sending her $200 a month secretly for years to help with her debts. But she'd escalated everything after his death, taking massive chunks without asking once. Sobbing, I drove straight to the bank branch that afternoon. The teller pulled up the full logs, timestamps matching her grief visits to drop off casseroles, IP addresses from her home Wi-Fi. I filed a fraud report right there for authorized user abuse, and the bank reversed $18,000 of it within the 60-day window while freezing her access completely. Diane immediately called our family group chat, crying crocodile tears. "Rebecca's taking food from my table after everything I've done to bury her husband." She even posted a sob story on Facebook, "Ungrateful daughter-in-law sues grieving widow," and it got 500 shares from her church ladies group. The police got her bank camera footage showing her withdrawing cash the same day as some of the transfers, smiling at the teller like it was a normal errand. Charges were eventually dropped as a civil matter, but small claims court ordered her to repay the full amount plus $5,000 in emotional distress damages. She paid it back in bitter installments with passive-aggressive notes attached. "Mark's watching from heaven." I blocked her everywhere and haven't spoken to her since.